Look at my mom's arms. My mom is the OG hardest worker at the ranch. I ain't gonna lie. Literally pretty much see-through. No planning, actually. There's a lot of thinking and going while we go. It's pretty much what we're doing right now. Doing pretty good progress right now. Looking a lot better. It's looking like we know what we're doing now. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video here at the ranch. Today is day 7 of working non-stop here at the ranch, getting everything done. And we are on the second part of the roof. We have everything meshed up, and as you can see this time, we have everything already hog ringed together because now we've learned that we need to hog ring on the floor, and it helps a lot better. We have the machine over there, so we still have the machine. We rented the machine for a whole nother week because it's just we had to get it done. We got the pieces all over here right now. We're gonna start stapling a little bit over there, a little bit over here, just working our way this way. And then if we have to, we might just keep it real tight right here and then put a piece in this corner because this is a little bit of an awkward section. My sister, my mom wanted me just to go straight across so it'd be a lot even, but me being complicated, I don't want to lose this 5 feet of square footage of the aviary. It just gives it that bend from the building all the way across. And this is the picture that I've always wanted. I'm gonna show you guys the picture. This is the picture that you guys just saw. The picture from a zoo that I saw somewhere in the United States. I don't remember where. I probably saw it probably 4 or 5 years ago. And I've had it in my head and I wanted to do it, and that is the idea. It's the reason why I put the building here, why we have the bend, the whole 9 yards. It makes it look like a what are those TVs? Like the circle TVs you see on your wall, the flat screen TVs that have the bend. It gives you that illusion, and that's kind of what I wanted to get. So when you walk up to this aviary, it looks really cool. Big giant 16-foot walls, really neat. So we're in this corner over here right now. We're gonna start hog ring over there. We're gonna make sure we only staple about 1 inch on that side to 2 inches most. And then we're gonna bring it all the way over here. On the back side over there, we lift it over to the side because we wanted it to be, sealed. But here it's in the middle, so we'll be good. You all right, buddy? You tired? Yeah. Well, we got a long day, buddy. At least the sun's not out. It's real overcast. It's really humid now. Winter is gone again, and now we're sweating. But it is what it is. We gotta get this project done and have some fun. So when everybody in the comments is complaining about why I haven't posted another video about the aviary, we are still literally hog ringing this knit wire together. It is a lot of time, a lot of patience to put it together. But if you don't have a true passion for animals, you're not going to want to do this whatsoever. We are getting this done. We're making it happen and having a great time. The sun's disappearing. It's a good thing. And I got a nice tan already for the last couple days. Tan on his forehead. Yeah, we haven't not stopped here for this aviary, you guys. We have a goal, and we're going to make it happen. We'll give you guys an update when we're going to fill this whole entire thing up on the roof. All right, so we got this area pretty much done. We're just still pulling it that way even more. It's getting there, you guys. It's really getting there. We're pulling it back and forth to get it as straight as possible. I'm really glad that we hog ringed 1, 2, and 3 pieces together, because if we only did the 2, as you can see, it was only gonna stop right at that line right there, and we were gonna have to, add that up there, which was not gonna be fun for our fingers. So it's gonna come all the way down, and once we get it all the way down, you guys are gonna see it's gonna be only a 2 piece, but then we'll cut all that off. So it's probably gonna be 2.5 to about right here, and then it's gonna be 1 whole extra piece of it. So that extra piece we're gonna cut off and use it for this back corner over here that is missing. So we use that, hog ring it up there, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Pull it real tight, and then that square will be done. We're doing pretty good progress right now. Looking a lot better. It's looking like we know what we're doing now. Josh is up there supervising really good, holding it down, sitting on the mesh. He likes it up there, but yeah, we're getting there. Thank God we cut the tree back. As you can see, the tree cannot grow anymore. Oh, and we're also using the golf cart to pull it because it's really hard to pull. Maybe like a giant ponytail. This was Josh's idea. And we're pulling it downwards and that way to keep it as tight as possible. It's coming together. It is definitely coming together. It's gonna look crazy. And I think the reason why there's so much dust in our hand, I think coming from the factory, it has a lot of like dust and minerals on it. So its first good rain, this stuff is going to look even more clear, because if you look at our hands are literally another color now. So once that good rain comes on here, all the dust will fall off, and it'll look real nice. Like Josh has it right there over the top. And this stuff is strong, guys. It doesn't get cut anything. Like any sharp pieces, it really does not get cut. This knit mesh is very strong. And you can also put small little hook bills in here. So we might be actually putting some parakeets of some sort. Not really going to tell you guys exactly what we're going to put, but we're going to put some cool stuff. There's Kenya. She's Mama Duke's watching Cash. There comes Cash. Absolute psycho, man. What's up, buddy? Oh, ready to work. What do you think, Kenya? Oh, perfect. Dump all the trash. Woohoo! What do you think, Kenya? The monsterness. It's coming together? Yeah. It's coming together. All right, so we did a little test run real quick. We pulled the golf cart even more because we had a couple little lips here, but now we saw that we're good because we never stapled that side yet. So once we pull up the golf cart real tight, we're gonna pull that way as far as we can and then staple it down. Josh says he's gonna use a platform and walk across this thing to staple down the middle. That's all up to him. If he falls, it's gonna be a big old hammock. Well, we're doing good. We're getting it going, and it's actually moving a lot faster because we were able to hog ring it earlier, and the hog ring earlier helped a lot. 1, 2, 3. We're on the 4th one, and then we have the 5th one to go. So we are just pulling this back as far as we can. Hopefully we have enough all the way go to the end. It's almost looking like it's not going to be enough for some reason, but we do have a big slack here. So we're just throwing it over to the next one. Then we're going to get the golf cart, tie it off again, and pull it real tight. And then where that ladder is over there, keep on freaking stapling down to that beam. This side over here, I like to show you guys every little thing that's going on. We are making it as straight as possible here because we hog ringed up there. This mesh piece was a little beat up, so we are hog ringing it and wiring it together to sealing it off. But we have to make sure that there's no holes up in the top, because if there's a hole, a little bird could get stuck in there, obviously get stuck and die. We don't want that to happen. We want birds to getting stuck in the mesh because there's a lip. So that is what we're doing right now. We're sealing it at the same time, cutting. A lot is going on, a lot is happening. There's going to be a lot left over on that side. I know I mentioned that, and that piece we're going to cut off and we're going to attach it all over here. So probably tomorrow morning, early in the morning when there's no sun on this side, sit up there for a couple hours, hog ring everything together, pull it back, staple it down so it's done, because this section is just about done right here. We just have to, seal it off a little more of what we're doing. And then when we pull that golf cart, it gets it real tight, and then we have to staple it all on that back side over there. We're getting there, you guys. It is only Monday, and we only have this machine till Friday, so I feel very comfortable on where we're at right now. We do another 3 full more days. We should have the roof completely done. That is the goal, is get the roof done completed before we get rid of the machine, and then keep on moving with the sides and all that. We already hog ring majority of everything else. We have 4 more full rolls, and they're connected long ways this time. So they're supposed to go from this pole all the way around to this pole right here. So we're probably going to be missing about this much piece of mesh and over there. I've already talked to the company, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to send me another roll or 2 so that we're able to get this going. And somebody might be coming from the facility as well to help us out with a little bit more techniques, which would be really awesome. But again, they're a big business. They have a lot going on, and they're in the UK, very far from Florida, obviously. Other than that, you guys, this mesh is absolutely amazing. If you guys are interested in getting this mesh, Blake 10 right here, the link, it's going to be in the description, all the whole 9 yards. You'll be able to get 10% off on your first purchase, and it's able to get shipped anywhere in the entire world, you guys. So if you guys are following me from anywhere in the world, use Blake 10, get 10% off, and you're able to get yourself some awesome mesh. And also, you guys can go to the website, and you guys can get a sample, and you guys can get 3-4 samples sent to your house, little squares, and see what works for you the best. Hey, oh God, Colby. All right, stop there. We're having difficulties real quick. We just connected some wires to the machine to pull the knit wire as far as we can this way, and Josh and Colby have done the same thing there. Golf cart is about to get pulled. Let's see how far this goes. Josh, scream at the camera when you tell me to stop. I can't hear anything.
Hold on, stop. No, you're good right there. Hold it right there.
Hold it right there, cowgirls. So we have to come over to this side over here because we have a little bit of a lip over there. It is very hard to pull it down this way. So definitely when you guys purchase this mesh, make sure you have room, or be very creative on how you're gonna be able to pull this mesh together. It's a lot of thinking, a lot of planning. No planning, actually. There's a lot of thinking and going while we go. It's pretty much what we're doing right now. We've been working today since, I would say, 11 a.m. It's about to be 5 right now. 7 days straight now. People think it's easy to make an aviary. It's not. We have been working for 10 days straight, you guys, non-stop from 7 to 7. And today is the last day that we have the machine to rent that we're using to lift ourselves up and down non-stop. Right here, we have 2 rolls with another 2 rolls connected. Each roll is about 75 feet long. So you do 75 plus 75, whatever that number is. That is how long we have these 2 rolls connected. Double them up so they're 14 foot wide. I'm going to show you where these pieces are going to be used for. Let's make that happen. So before I show you where that rolls are going to be used for, we are just about 95% done with the whole entire roof of this enclosure. It has taken a lot of time, a lot of patience, and a lot of work. Going up and down with this machine, making sure we don't get stuck, moving the wood around, breaking our arms, breaking our hands, getting all completely scratched up, hog ringing everything up. We're almost there. So check this out real quick. We have one little piece right there we have to close up. That's simple, that's easy. We could do that without the machine. Josh is about to get here right now. We've been charging the machine every single night, so that it's perfect. We have this last little bit over here. This little bit in this corner over here, I'm gonna call it Chucky, because we're pretty much using all the little pieces of mesh possible to seal it. There's a little spot right there. You see the hog ring right there? Listen, I like to show you guys everything, how I built this enclosure. There was a little teeny little bit next to that pole that just did not touch. So we were up there, Josh and I, last night around 9 o'clock at night, getting all of that sealed off so it's perfectly sealed. Every square inch of this roof is sealed off so nothing can escape. So the rolls that you saw out front, they should fit from this pole right here, wrapped around this whole entire enclosure, and come back to this part right here. This is the goal for today. We're gonna get this done in this video. All the way to this pole, right there. It's gonna get up to that pole. So we are gonna be missing a little bit of mesh, so that's gonna go from there to there. We have one more roll left. It's 16 feet tall. One roll is 7 feet long. So we should have, if you split that roll in half, we're gonna have 3.5 feet left. So from 14 down, we're probably gonna be around this height of the mesh, which is perfect. That last roll, we're gonna cut it right in half, seal it to the bottom here. We're gonna hog ring all the way around, which here comes more hog ring. It's gonna take some time, probably take us 2 days. You're gonna have to stand up and do it, 2 people on both sides. Hog ring it all the way down. Well, hog ring it there all the way across. And then I want to make sure that 5-inch part is gonna be buried in the ground. The reason why I want it buried in the ground is because I'm gonna put a concrete border around the whole entire thing, and that's what's gonna seal it down to the floor, just like how it's gonna be connected there and to the poles. So this whole entire perimeter of the enclosure is gonna be sealed off. I think we got 10 rolls, so we've been working with the company, and we should be getting, hopefully we should be getting about 2 to 3 more rolls left to complete this section right here, and there, which isn't too much mesh, but having an extra roll is definitely necessary just in case anything happens. And you know, you always want to buy a little bit more. You never know what can happen in the future. Something can get broken through it. Anything can happen. You want to have that mesh on standby just in case, so you don't have to wait for shipping times. So if you guys are interested in purchasing knit wire, you guys can use my discount code Blake10 at your checkout and you get 10% off. Some cool things about this stuff, you guys. You have clear mesh 25. I'm gonna read everything off the phone so you guys know it exactly. It's the smallest grade product, which is suitable for small bird species such as finches, canaries, and budgies. That's clear mesh 25. Clear mesh 35, the medium-sized bird species such as parrots, small reptiles, small mammals, small cats, and small primates. Clear mesh HT is the mesh that I have. That is the strongest mesh they have available. It is suitable for large bird species such as birds of prey, falcons, small and medium reptiles, small and medium mammals, and small and medium primates. So I wanted the strongest one possible because I didn't want no predators coming in here whatsoever. Another cool little thing about this, you guys, as well, it's lightweight and flexible. It literally is lightweight. We're able to lift up 2 rolls on our shoulders without a problem. It is lightweight. Cassandra and I, we can lift them up with no problem. It is very flexible. We can pull it, stretch it. It goes to any kind of way. The only reason why I messed up, not the company, I messed up right here, is because you need to hog ring on the floor so you get that perfect even connection. I did it up there and it messed up, and that's the reason why it looks wavy. But if you guys look over here, it looks absolutely beautiful, clear. You can see the dragonflies flying through the freaking thing. It is absolutely crazy how good this mesh is, you guys, because there's bees are getting stuck inside of here. It's anti-corrosion, made with 100% stainless steel mesh, should last for decades. Soft against birds that usually try and fly into or rub against the mesh. Pretty freaking awesome, you guys. This stuff is really, really good. It is very flexible. You can bend it all around however you want, and it doesn't get stuck, you guys. So if you guys want an ultimate bad to the bone aviary that is not zoo mesh, it's knit wire, this is your go-to right here. It comes out from the UK. Our whole entire aviary is getting put together like that. The other aviary is beautiful, you guys. I love it a lot. This is gonna be different. No pond, completely different. We're not gonna tell you guys what the birds are gonna go in here yet, because I personally don't know exactly what birds I want to put in here first. But your biggest thing when you're making an enclosure, you guys, is get the enclosure done first and then get your animals. It's the biggest thing. I know I'm talking a lot, but I want to tell you guys the truth about everything. We got a lot of trees, we got a lot of bushes, we got a lot of cool things that are happening, and we'll see you guys once we're getting the rest of this done today. We finished the hog ringing like we talked about a couple minutes ago. We just brought the mesh over here. The first part starting there. We're rolling it out all the way over here. So Josh and I did the math correctly. 70 foot is right here, and our seam is right here, and we have around 8 inches at that end over there. So that means our seam's a little more this way. So now this roll needs to roll out all the way around and should meet us exactly to the other side of that pole. If that happens, our measurements are right. Probably not gonna happen. Hopefully it goes past it. That would be amazing if it goes past it. But we'll let you guys know shortly. Colby's coming now too, extra hands. Cassandra's leaving. She has to go get some tattoos or some stuff. I don't know what's going on with that. But we have to get this done. We never stop. We can't stop here at the ranch. Josh is taking coffee shots and Red Bull shots over there. He's like, hopefully he doesn't crash today, but he says he's gonna fly today. He's gonna fly away off of this aviary. He's gonna be the first bird in the aviary. But I'm excited. We're getting closer. We have a lot more to do, but at least our fingers are gonna be able to take a break for a couple days. Let me see your hands. Look at my mom's arms. My mom is the OG hardest worker at the ranch. I ain't gonna lie. She likes to put in her time. My skin's a little more darker,
Oh my God.
but she looks like she got
You look like
destroyed.
a rash.
I don't even know what happened over here.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Are you allergic to the mesh?
I have sensitive hands. I'm not like my kids.
Look at this. We are getting beat up,
Mine are bad.
but we are working. But Josh and I have the same skin color over here, so we're not like, you got a little bit of rashes, a little bit of cuts up. We're getting beat up over here, but we're making it happen. It doesn't come easy to make a big aviary, and if you hire other people to do it, it's cool, but you're never gonna enjoy it just like how you would do it yourself.
Your sweat and tears.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
All right, we got the blood, we got the sweat. Anybody cried yet?
Nah.
Sandra almost cried today. She got a little piece of metal in her foot.
I didn't cry.
But other than
It was
that,
stuck in my foot.
other than
Did
that,
you really? That's because you had no shoes on.
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, that's why you were going like this on the... Got it.
let's get this going. We're gonna get this done first because the shade over here. We're trying to avoid the sun as much as possible. When you're 16 foot in the air, you start getting lines on your forehead. You guys, I'm waking up every single morning with my fingers shaking. All right, you guys, we've been working since 7 o'clock this morning. It is 4:11 right now. What happened, Cash? What do you have to say? Let me see your hands. Oh yeah, Cash is working just as hard right now. He's moving stuff around, picking up rocks, making sure the rocks go where they're supposed to go. But you guys see behind me, the walls are getting there. Do you see that, Cash? Go show it. Go show them. Yeah, he's doing everything I do. But we are stapling down. We stapled down that whole entire wall there. Here, come check this out real quick. Oh yeah, Cash, come over here, can you? Look at that, you guys. Staple her down. Check on that side. All going in. This stuff is freaking bad to the bone. I posted it on Blake's Exotic Animal Ranch on Instagram. The DMs are actually kind of going a little crazy. People are like, it's actually clear. It's amazing. That's what Cash just said. We're gonna come back, staple down these walls here. Again, we only have the machine for the last day, so we're stapling all around the perimeter of the top. We stapled down this one down because we're going this way. We wanted to make sure it was tight down, locked in place. Literally pretty much see-through. Obviously, there's always going to be a glare or other thing. It is stainless steel. This stuff will last forever, you guys. It's supposed to last for over 50 years, probably just as long as these poles, because these are marine grade poles. Cash is still working, throwing rocks everywhere. Things are getting done. I'll see you guys when we get to the other side of the aviary. It is 6:30 and we are still going, stapling the sides all the way across. It's been a long freaking day. We're at the last point and we still have more to go, but there's no way we're gonna finish tonight. But we are moving. I guess let's keep on pulling this and keep on stapling. The top has a lip like this and then a lip on the side. This side doesn't have a lip on the bottom. We're just lipping it about 3 to 4 inches all the way across. That's the only way I think that we were able to do it, and the smartest way. So we're throwing a crap load of staples to this whole entire thing, and it is getting there. Later, I'm gonna go with the ladder you see down there and staple down each pole all the way down while somebody's on the bottom using all their body weight to keep it nice and tight so we can get all those wrinkles out. Next morning, you guys, we are just about done getting to this corner of the pole of the cassowary because we're doing the walls. But what we're about to do is I need to rip this pole out. We are not keeping this in here whatsoever. All right, it's almost coming up now. This has been here for probably about 4 years now. All right, feels like freaking summer again, but we were able to rip this bad boy out, throw it on top of there, take her out to bulk, and once it cools down a little bit, I'm gonna start raking all the sand all inside this hole, fill this whole thing up, and level it out to what our ground level is at. I thought we only had one more day left with this machine, but luckily my buddy has a good connection with the company, and we pretty much have it. Today's Friday, so we pretty much have it until Monday, but we're gonna finish the rest of that today. Like I said, get all the sticks and everything done, get all these cut pieces all shaved off, get everything to the T perfect. Anything we need to hog ring, anything we gotta tighten up, the whole 9 yards, get it situated to make sure we use that machine to the literally fullest, even though today was like our last day. So what we're gonna do when Josh gets here is we're gonna get these pieces of mesh, or this knit wire, and I'm gonna have him go over here and pretty much with the gloves, hang on to this as far down as you can to make it real tight. And then I have a ladder on my backside. I'm gonna staple down these whole entire poles, so obviously nothing can get behind it. That keeps it nice and tight. And with our last roll of mesh, we're gonna connect it all the way down to the bottom. And we should have enough, because you get one roll, you split it in half, it'll be the same distance as what this is, because it's 2 rolls. So that'll be perfect. It should seal, we should be able to seal that whole entire side, that whole entire side. And then all we're gonna be missing will be the whole front end right here, which is okay. The reason why it's okay is because it gives us actually time for the new mesh to come in, more mesh to come in, and on top of that, it helps us have a lot more space to get everything situated. We're probably gonna have to put a little temporary fence, because obviously, as you guys know, the capybaras live all around the building. They're gonna destroy these plants if we put them in here. So once the plants do start coming in, we will have to fence it off. But we have a lot of groundwork to do. I wanna have different islands inside of here, different ground levels, visual barriers through the ground. So when that little muntjac Nutella's here, she won't be able to see her daughters on the other side. There's a few times with our enclosure that they were kind of chasing each other a little bit much, but because there was just not enough visual barriers. In the wild, there's big trees, there's big bushes, all that stuff. This is going to be an enclosure that is gonna be like no other. And that is the goal. I'm gonna put so much thought and so much different ideas from going to different zoos. You guys, if you guys are making enclosures and you guys want ideas, get out of your house. Looking on the internet is not the best. For me, especially not. I have to go to these places, look at these places, and literally look at them, take pictures, and get 7, 8 different types of zoos. Cash Kenya and I, we've been around the United States, different countries, and put it all together into one. So that is the goal of this enclosure. Putting all the enclosures into one, all the different cool aviaries all into one. The only downfall about this aviary, like I said, we're not gonna have a water system in this aviary whatsoever. And this is gonna be cool because that makes it different compared to the other aviary we have. All right, guys, we're on our last roll of knit wire right here. And with this roll, we are going to connect it on the bottom of the whole entire thing that you guys just saw. So today what we're gonna do is we have a grinder. You can use a grinder with this. I know the company did say to use scissors, but I have a budget, you guys. I don't want to spend more off of my budget, and I need to use the money that I have for other parts of this enclosure. And the scissors would have worked, but I had the grinder. I tried it out one time and it worked great. The only thing is you just have to make sure you're only using the tip of the wheel, because it will grab the wheel and then, you know, get tangled up, and you do not want that to happen because it mess up your mesh. It happened one time for me. Figured it out quick. So let's roll this bad boy out, and we're gonna start cutting it at 3.5 feet because these whole rolls are 7 feet long. I've been studying the last few days on what species of birds I would like to put inside of the aviary. It's gonna be a long process, you guys, so make sure you guys are following along and keeping your post notification on. This is not gonna happen overnight. To build a beautiful big aviary, you can't just put it all together and just start throwing animals in it. It just doesn't work that way. You have to make an ecosystem, you have to take your time, and you have to make it alive. So from the ground up, well, to the floor, down, up, all kinds of freaking directions, whatever you want to do. First, it's sealing it off, then starting to work with groundwork, then putting plants, then adding water. It's a long process, you guys. So stay tuned, follow along. We're gonna have videos and videos and videos for months ahead on this massive, massive enclosure to do it the right way. The definition of putting it right in half. So there you go. That's a nice couple inches of it. We're almost thinking right now, you know, you guys, we're just learning while we're going. We did a little test, little try. I don't think it cut bad at all. I think it looked perfect. So we're pretty much thinking, instead of rolling it all out, and if we roll it all out, it's going to freaking go, everyone's going to be a pain in the butt. It's going to just be a big mess. Start cutting it right here.
Yeah, it's on the tube.
It's already on the tube, exactly.
Take it on the tube over there.
Yeah, and we have one side and one side, so screw it, let's do it. The company's probably watching me right now, and they're probably like, this freaking kid, bro. They've been having this company for 50 years. How they've never seen that before happen. Probably only getting like 4 layers. Because again, you guys, if we go too far into this blade, it's going to grab this, and it's gonna, as you saw, it grabs really fast. It's a weaving machine that they told me that weaves this together. I can only imagine how long it takes just to put this stuff together. But if you guys are interested in this freaking amazing stuff, it is really bad to the bone. I'm even thinking on putting like small species of lizards inside of here, rare species of lizards that will not be able to come out, like day geckos of different types. What other stuff we're talking about? We're talking about maybe some chameleons in here, possibly.
Frogs?
Some crested what?
Crested geckos?
I don't know. Would they even do good in Florida?
You gotta ask the tiki geckos.
Tiki geckos, yeah. Yo, David, if you're watching this, let me know. I'm not too good at geckos. He's gonna be the man I'm going to for geckos anyways.
Frogs?
Frogs, red-eyed tree frogs for sure.
That'd be cool.
That would be freaking awesome. I do have a red-eyed tree frog that Tyler Nolan put on my leg right here, so we're trying to cross off all the animals. Eventually, everything will get crossed off. But this one, they can make it happen. put like, I don't know, about 10, 15, 20 of them inside of there, put a small little water source, and they're gonna be able to lay their eggs in there. Be really neat. That is it. It took about 10, 15 minutes. We cut it pretty much perfectly in half, probably better than expected for sure. I was gonna stretch it all out and just cut little by little with the measuring tape, but cut it on the roll was definitely ideal. It was good. Take your time. You guys will be able to cut it good. It looks perfect. We got 2 rolls. We're gonna keep this side. That is a nice, good, clean cut. Even though this side is not bad whatsoever, that side's gonna get seamed to the top or to the level that's about yay high, and that's gonna go into the ground. Some parts are about this far from the ground, some parts about this far on the ground. That's because of the ground level of the back of the property. It is what it is. So whatever we have that's extra, we're gonna roll it and put it into the ground, concrete it down.
Like, what are you even doing up there?
Well, I get very, very sidetracked, and I saw my tree getting destroyed by caterpillars. Not too sure exactly what species they are. Check these things out. Let me know in the comments, you guys, what those are right there. They're all over this Japanese tree, and it's eating it all up, and I don't want them on here. So yeah, we're just peeling all these little bad boys off so that this tree has a better chance. It's growing nicely, it's sprouting, but it's getting destroyed. But enough of that. What I wanted to show, oh, got a little rain. Come here, little dude. I don't know what they turn into, but when the birds are in here, they're gonna eat them all up. But Josh and I are doing it. We have been going on for many, many days now. We're trenching. While I'm trenching, pulling out the dirt, Josh is hammering rebar down and putting stakes down. So I know you guys are probably gonna say in the comments, oh, it's not too deep, blah, 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 blah. This is just to hold the mesh down. I'm really not worried about predators for 2 reasons. One, we are going to be adding 2x3s on this side and concreting this whole entire thing. If you guys know what a 2x3 is, it's 3 inches by 2 inches. So 3 inches above the dirt is going to be concrete between both of these poles going around the whole entire thing. So these poles are around 8 to 10 inches. So there's gonna be a slab of concrete going down about 8 inches down on each side. So pieces of wood here, block it in. It's gonna be like in a T shape, plus the rebar in there. And the concrete's gonna be tight and strong with the mesh as well. We're gonna do that around the whole entire perimeter. It's gonna really, really lock it in place. And all the extra rock that we have all around the property, we are going to use that stuff and layer the backside of the whole entire perimeter of the aviary, except from the front, because the front eventually will have a sidewalk. So we just rock everything up, and that is just going to be a, you know, a lock in place. Big rocks, raccoons are not going to push through it. Maybe after a while, but Josh went around with this right here, and he was grinding up the rebar, sharpening it up. Because if you guys do want to do something like this that we're doing, if you want to use this knit wire mesh that is absolutely amazing, he's making a freaking spear over here, because this wire is super, super strong. So pinch through the mesh, you make sure you have an arrow, literally have an arrow. So that's what we're doing right now. We have this old slab in this backside, so obviously that's going to be our piece of wood on that end. We'll put a piece of wood on this front. We're going to really, really, really lock this thing up. So we're going to just dig all this out today. We only have, it's about an hour left of sun, but that's okay because it wasn't too hard of a day. We completely finished hog greening, and the guava tree is absolutely sprouting like no tomorrow. I mean, it is doing absolutely amazing how much guava there's on here. We collect it and give it to the cassowaries. But in the next couple of days, we're probably gonna get to about this point right here. By tomorrow, we're gonna concrete all that in. We have this hole right here. We're gonna put some dirt inside of here, fill this all up, and then concrete the rest. We hog ringed everything. Everything is completely hog ringed up. This is pretty much where we are at right now, you guys. We're out of mesh from here to over there, which isn't a bad thing. We've already been talking to the company. We're gonna be getting more mesh. It's kind of a good thing and a bad thing. Bad thing, obviously it's not closed up. Good thing, the whole front's open. We're able to seal everything up, get everything ready. We have a big front so that when we have different machinery coming in, big trees, all that stuff, we don't have to go through a small space. Because originally what we're gonna do was close it all up, and I was just gonna make a 6-foot door right here for equipment to come in. But now we have this whole thing that's all open, so we could just freaking fly in and out, bring bushes, bring trees. Let me go show you what we got actually the other day. So we got a little bit of dirt right here, and we just don't need that much dirt, just a little bit of dirt to go over the whole entire thing. But I wanted to show you guys in our dump trailer over there. Check this out, you guys. We had a massive, well, this is actually a very small trailer, but a massive load of giant, beautiful oak logs, all different sizes and shapes. The big ones are gonna be used for our islands that we're gonna be making inside of the aviary. Islands meaning above ground dirt piles with the dirt to hold the dirt in place so that we can add plants and trees and make the environment in there, different levels, different locations, make visual barriers that we needed to do for the deers, different levels for the birds. So, you know, on top of the island, the enclosure will be 13 feet tall, because we're going 3 feet high instead of 16 feet. And then without the island, it'll be 16 feet tall. So there's just gonna be different, I'm probably gonna do up to 3 to 4 islands in there from different sizes. We always like to get different stuff from different people. We got a bunch of rocks just placed here. One day we're gonna use it, I guaranteed. The logs, we're gonna use a lot of them. We got a giant amount of giant limestone rocks still left from aquascape ecosystems. We're gonna use those things as well. We're gonna make this enclosure absolutely insane. And that's the main reason why it's okay that we don't have the mesh right now, because we have a lot of stuff to still bring in, a lot of stuff, and it's gonna be awesome. Another day working on the aviary, or the next day, and we, as you just saw, the 2x3s are in place, and we are gonna fill that whole entire thing up with concrete. It is quite a lot of concrete. Now that I'm looking at it, I only have 13 bags, so let's see how far that actually gets us. But this is gonna be a very, very strong footer, and I think it definitely is necessary. But yeah, we're just gonna screw a couple of these guys in. 1-2 screws on every corner. You know, nothing too crazy. All this is gonna get screwed together so we can pour the concrete. Once the concrete's poured, next day, take the wood right off. So we're just gonna fill it all in. As you can see, it's already getting a lot tighter. We're also gonna put it on the backside as well. But once this all gets watered down and wet, it's gonna get really heavy. So that's exactly what I was looking for right there. Because this concrete has rock in it, it doesn't go through to the other side, which is good. So it holds it all together. So we're making sure we're putting it on both sides so it packs it all together. Definitely gonna take a lot of concrete right now. We're at 5 bags right now. So here we go, concreting this bad boy down. This is gonna make this thing completely solid. As you guys saw the trench already. So this is just concrete it all down. So everybody that's wondering where part 3's at in the whole 9 yards, it doesn't happen overnight, including it's mostly just me, Josh, my sister, Kenya, and Cash. We're all just here. We're all working together, doing different parts and different things. Sandra holding the camera, Kenya running, getting water, Josh helping behind scenes, doing other little things, running to the store to get more stuff. Onso and onso. It doesn't end, you guys. There's always a lot of things to happen here. And then that including the whole entire ranch that we have to, you know, feed and stuff every single day.
Cash, say hi. Say hi. Hi. Why only one shoe? Where's your other shoe?
All right, this whole section is concreted down. Before the day is over, I'll wet it down one more time so it gets 3 layers of soaking. As you can see, it looks really well. Looks good. I like it. I think it looks really well. We'll take off all of the wood and screws tomorrow and then do our next section tomorrow. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably take about the whole week to do it properly. Got to staple a little bit more to tighten it up on some little parts. You can see it's real tight. Backside here, we're gonna fill it up with rock that we find throughout the yard. I would like to, once we're getting closer, rake all this with a soft rake and pick up all of the rocks that are anything from like, golf ball size and bigger. Put them all on the backside, clean it all up. We have rocks everywhere. We'll fill all that up. And then here, we'll be able, with that top layer of black dirt I was telling you about, we will layer it all up and make it nice over the top of that concrete, and you really won't see it whatsoever. And here we go. Now we're moving on to the next spot. We're starting to trench over here, and we keep moving. This is going to be a big section right here. I guarantee these big 20-foot sections are probably going to be taking about 10 bags. So that was 11 bags right there, probably about 20-foot section. So let's say 10, 20, 30, 40, probably about 60 bags to finish this whole entire thing would be my estimate of concrete. So throughout this whole entire thing, we've put probably close to 150, 160 bags from the poles, doing the perimeter and all that stuff. But it is getting there, you guys. This is a completely different way of style that I'm doing it. Obviously, as you guys can see, I've never built it this way before, but this is the way that many zoos do it, and I'm really liking it. This just looks flawless. I think that looks absolutely amazing. I don't think it get any better than that for the first time you're using this knit wire mesh. This stuff is literally see-through. As you can see, it is really good, and the rain hasn't even happened yet. You can see over there. Yeah, you can see right to the back with no problem. All right, so Nick just got here with the Bobcat, and we're bringing in some dirt from around the yard, and we're gonna pile some dirt here. We're gonna fill up this whole entire deer area to the top of these landscaping logs all inside of here, so it's a nice high level. Then we are gonna start making our islands. He's not gonna make it all pretty or anything right now. He's just bringing the dirt in. What's up? Yeah, the car messed it up. It's okay. We're gonna pile around big pole right here, probably about yay high, because I have to bring in and figure out the design of logs and rocks I'm gonna put around this whole entire thing. And then after that, rake all the dirt down, bring it down to about 2 to 3 feet. So it'll be easy to have it high up and then bring it back down. And here comes Nick. Nick is just bringing in a bunch of dirt. first pile is done. Obviously, it's not gonna stay and look like a giant ant pile or a volcano. We're gonna bring it down and we're gonna bring it about this height right here. But this is gonna help tremendously to work a lot faster. Over here, we're building this up now. Nick actually has a log, you guys, that is almost as round as both of these poles together in oak. It's about this tall, it's freaking huge. We're gonna carve the top of it, and that's gonna be the water source for many of the birds that are going inside of this enclosure, which is gonna be really, really cool. We're placing the dirt here, putting that log in place, and then I'm gonna rake all the dirt around this pole right here. You can't have the dirt too close to the trees, because then you could strangle the whole tree with too much dirt around it if it goes too high up. So you wanna make sure all your dirt is far away from your trees that are existing. The gator hole is officially filled, you guys. So now we're able to keep on moving forward with concreting the rest of this enclosure, which we're gonna do tomorrow. And then we have a lot of moving around and prepping this area. There's gonna be 3 big islands of awesomeness inside of this aviary. Different levels, it's gonna be really, really cool. We're gonna keep this whole backside empty at the same level it is right now because we want that to be at the level where the deers can run back and forth. We don't wanna take too much from the deers because obviously these are gonna be safety zones for the birds, for nesting, for chilling out, and safety zones for the plants so that they don't get completely destroyed by our deer. So we're pretty much at the end of part 3 here at the ranch, building the second biggest aviary on the ranch. This thing has been a heck of a project. We have so many more videos and so much more content for you guys. And if you guys are really interested in this knit wire, you guys, make sure you guys go down to the description, check out their website. You guys can use Blake10 to get 10% off your first purchase. This stuff is off the freaking chain. We still obviously have to finish the front, but that is okay because look, we're still able to bring big machinery, big trucks inside of here, because in the back of the truck right here, we got a lot more concrete because we have to seal off the top over there. As you guys saw yesterday, we brought in the dirt, and I always get ahead of myself a little bit. And this is pretty much what the islands are gonna start looking like. We're gonna make them in different ways with rock around the yard, oaks that we got, and pieces that we cut back to hold the island in place to fill these things up with bushes. We're gonna not talk too much about all my designs about that right now, but that's pretty much it, you guys. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, put your post notifications on. Stay tuned for more videos here at the ranch. We have some amazing, crazy ideas to show you all. I cannot wait. If you guys have any questions, drop it down in the comments. And if you guys have any new ideas for me, please let me know as well. Appreciate the support. Let's get this video 5,000 likes, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.